During October, Pathfinder Rail Tours ran the Current Orbiter, exclusively using electric freight traction. The fearsome gradient out of Liverpool Street is seen here. The Bishopsgate line ran along the level section on the left, before crossing the line near Shoreditch. With no third rail to provide power, a pair of 73s are utilising their small diesel engines to take the Current Orbiter round to Victoria. On the London, Tilbury and Southend line, the 310s and 312s will be withdrawn in 1999. Meanwhile, 317s have been introduced. Limehouse is also served by the Docklands Light Railway, which branches off to the Isle of Dogs on the course of the former London to Blackwall line. However, the main attraction on this line are the Class 302s, which have steadily been withdrawn since the arrival of the 317s. These units were built in 1958, but at the time of writing, only 3 remain. This was the site of Plaistow Steam Shed. Much of the LTS runs alongside the Upminster branch of the District line. The 302s were introduced to this line in 1961 and gradually displaced steam. Most services stop at Barking, with the exception of a couple during the rush hour. A slight change now as we visit the Barking bus rally in April. On the right is a 26-seater of the GS class built in 1953. This had been standing out in the open for 6 years before being purchased by its present owners. A road run followed, recreating the route of the 62, which was the last RT-operated service before finishing in 1979. Passing Bounds Green Depot, this Res 90 is hauling a Christmas shopper special from Newcastle. Having stood idle for many years, the unique Class 89 was reinstated. Brand new Class 365s finally entered service, allowing 317s to be cascaded onto the LTS. Emerging from Barnet Tunnel, an inner suburban 313 is on the right and an outer suburban 317 on the left. Most Great Northern trains have now been reliveried. A reminder of the old order is seen here. HSTs have also been reliveried, but the front end leaves a bit to be desired. And now the return of the most distinctive sound in railways, as D9000 heads the Lindum Deltic. As a 47 heads for London with the first leg of the Norfolk Napier from Bristol, a 56 heads the Ripple Lane to Immingham empty newsprint service. Finally, D9000 heads the second leg of the Norfolk Napier. About to enter Hadley Wood North Tunnel, the 89 is seen at the back of the 1105 Leeds to King's Cross. This is followed by a pair of 37s top and tailing a sandite working. Extensive use was made of 33s for rail tour duties in their final year. Catching the early morning sun is the Duck and Weasel, which is heading for Manchester via the Pennines. A further early morning 33 tour was the Robin Reliant to Scarborough. Finally, a 37 takes the Stamford line with an engineer's train. The GNER has retained a small fleet of HSTs for use on routes which have not been electrified. In this case, the destination is Aberdeen. Note the original GNER logo in gold. These have subsequently been repainted silver. One of the last signal gantries to be found in this country is at Scarborough. The station itself is equally impressive. At the end of March, the town saw a rare burst of loco-hauled activity with the visit of the Scarborough Maid from Reading. Finally, a look at the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. The next two locations are both walkable from Goatland Station. This 37 is returning empty china clay wagons to Quidhampton. This is the first leg of the longest day rail tour, this time with a pair of 31s. Next is the Spin Doctor to Stratford-upon-Avon, followed by a Channel Tunnel freight. Lack of traction and route knowledge resulted in a pair of 33s hauling the preserved Demu on its visit to Norwich. The Mountfield to Nottingley Gibson train is seen passing a diverted cross-country service. This next shot was taken so early you'll see a sleeping car. That was the West Coast Deltic Pioneer to Manchester, now the cross-country Deltic to Birmingham. These 47s are coming off the West London line with a freight from the Channel Tunnel to Wembley. Willesden is also crossed by the North London line. The Ramsgate to Birmingham service also provide a rare diesel-hauled opportunity north of the river. In the opposite direction, unrefurbished A-stock passes a refurbished example on the Metropolitan line. And now our first decent shot of Virgin livery. More shots of the Ramsgate to Birmingham. That was the new Gatwick to Rugby service operated by Connex South Central. Finally, an 86 hauls a failed 47 on a southbound freightliner during last winter.